even it seems the nature also is going on in a very orderly way. Like summer comes, then winter comes, next year again summer comes and winter comes. So of course, in nature that intelligence is a deeper question, but what is in front of us in biological realm. So some of the ancient philosophers have made some distinctions, like Aristotle told about 4 causes, and especially he talked about the formal cause and the final cause. Final cause means purpose. So modern science has somehow ignored purposes, but we see in animals and organisms this purpose is always there. Like in a cell also, it does certain reactions. The question asks why they have to do such a small reactions within such a big channel. Like they have big channels through which they are transporting small molecules. And what was the necessity of it? So the cell is doing so many varieties of reactions, but in a particular concept, so that it can whole of like assimilate, like anabolism, catabolism, and these metabolic processes. So this is necessary. So our Srila Bhakti Siddhar Maharaj used to say, scientists must be engaged to study what is the source of intelligence. If they can study this thing, then they can find there is a wonderful source that actually is there. But they must, think about these questions. What is intelligence? What is reason? Aristotle also said this thing. He distinguished human life from animal life in this regard. Man is a rational animal. Man must think about what's going on. It's not that when you are now 25 years old, so you need some jobs. So you are getting a PhD or whatever just for getting some food. But
live question or live? No,
but the philosophers
I sent you a video. Can you just play that? So the
philosophers like Aristotle and in modern times Hegel told that in ancient days people were becoming professors because they had some knowledge for knowledge's sake. But today it has become knowledge for immediate needs sake. Like you want to earn some money, you want to earn some food, you are getting some knowledge. But knowledge's ultimate aim is to know the truth. So this is a very important question that we must think about these topics, like what is natural intelligence, what is reason, how things are going on in reality. And we just put our thoughts. Now you are young, very young, you may not know many things, but you just put your thought, and once you participate in one of our events, then you will get some idea of these topics.
I will show you this.
Thank you.
It's a YouTube. Small video.
So I can show like the
Okay.
So you can see a short video about this conference that we made. You can see the robot is playing the chess with the person. But we have told, can the programmed machine feel happiness or unhappiness when it wins or loses the game? See, there is a dog robot. You are geology student, there is a dog robot. So this dog robot and the real dog, you can clearly sense what is the difference, right? So when the dog become angry and this robot dog become angry, there's a lot of differences there. And this robot dog will never experience anger. The real dog will experience it, right? So you can feel some, emotional attachment with the dog, but not with the machine. Okay. So it is a very sophisticated toy, you can see. Programmed machine is nothing but a sophisticated toy. So you have to go, much further to understand, life in a more, real sense. So we are discussing this difference. So I can suggest you some titles, like that. Cell intelligence cannot be imitated by artificial intelligence. If you can, do something like that. Is it possible?
Yes, sir.
From cell biology, you can put some of the things like bacterial intelligence, for example. Are you studying bacterial communication, quorum sensing, and things like that? Have you studied even organisms like monkeys, dogs, they display very clear intelligence. Actually, a crow, for example, it drinks the water, throwing the stones in the pond. So you can collect all those intelligence and how that is noble, and it is based on some understanding, and that is not there in the machines. Machines only search the data. So some topics on that, organismal intelligence and cellular intelligence you can put forward, and how it cannot be imitated by the machines. Because cell is extremely complex.
In living organisms, intelligence can be in the topic.
Yes.
In
There is two
Natural
aspects,
intelligence.
Natural intelligence and
And
artificial intelligence.
natural is different, natural is
There is
different.
also, in natural intelligence, there is also programming. Everything is programmed. But how it is programmed in natural system, that we don't know. The science,
Like the cat is holding
yes.
a mouse in his mouth, and the cat is holding its own kitten. There is some difference.
Cuckoo is laying the egg in the nest of the crow. Okay.
So there are different ways of making nest. Bird nest, there are different ways. Some nest is like this and that.
You can make some posters also, and you can put there and interact with the
They have
science.
learned. There is also programming. The cellular programming is there, or the molecular programming. But how it is programmed, we never know. What we can know, you have studied, you will study recently. Those certain genes which are responsible for this trait and that behavior, like the homeobox genes. So if there is a malfunction, there is a mutation in the homeobox gene, it will land up in 6 fingers. Okay, so there will be on head, leg would come out, and they will display it in a male in a show.
They release pheromones.
Yeah, pheromones
To communicate,
to communicate. So there is natural intelligence. It's a very interesting topic, and some renowned persons are here. So from engineering,
My number is also there in the flyer. You can contact me for any
Please
ideas.
contact us, okay?
I can also
And I
help
think
you.
you can refer to James Shapiro.
James
He's a
Shapiro.
very good doctor.
James A. Shapiro. He's a student of Barbara McClinton. She got the Nobel Prize for jumping genes.
jumping genes you have heard about. Transposons পড়েছো?
Thank you very much.
Okay.
We're very happy to interact with all of you and looking forward to meet you in the event.